The guy yesterday over there, he said that he had a street did you mess with replays at all? I didn't. You didn't? Yeah, no, I look at this. This is the exact setup that we had last year.
Sure it was. This is by far the best.
What is this one called?
OBS.
OBS.
This is by far the best.
Oh, that's right. You said it. So? Okay, so this does your voice. This
Okay, so test. Because this one
mutes the voice, and that one does the earphones. So when I hit this one on mine, my mic is dead. When I hit this one, my ears are dead. See what I'm saying? What is this one?
USB.
So that's not, we can turn that down.
Yeah.
Okay, then this is nothing, both of these can be down. That one's down. That one can be down. Yeah, okay. So it's still coming. I have to use that. Caleb Potzel, Keaton Ruby, and Lyndon Pyle. We're in our Reliant Lake booth, water tower, Deutsche Escalating Coach's comment. We're going to hear from Coach Devin McMullen after the game.
Test, 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 test.
Test, 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 test,
Test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test, test. Hello, 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 hello. Test, test, test. Hello, 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 hello. Travis Bremer, hello, 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 hello. Hello, one. Test, 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 test.
This gets easier all the time, doesn't it? Jesus, God, I'm getting old. Travis not coming up? No, he's just like, no, go ahead. Yeah, he didn't want to do it. Okay, so put your headset on. This one?
Yep.
Can I wear my hat still?
Oh yeah.
All right, I say welcome to the George Mace Ice Arena. This is Jim Lloyd going to try to bring you some play-by-play. I have Adam Lallam up next to me. He's going to do the color tonight and keep my eyes in shape so we can see what's going on. Tonight's matchup is the Watertown Lakers boys varsity versus Brandon Valley boys varsity. First time that the boys varsity has been out in league play. Brandon Valley, however, they did lose last night to Sioux Falls 2, 11-0. So Brandon Valley is here in Watertown at the George Mace Ice Arena looking for that first win of the year. And Adam has joined us tonight. Adam, welcome to the Reliabank booth. We're up here in the Reliabank booth, perched at about the 45-yard line, I would say, and it's about the best seat in the house.
I mean, it's not the 50, but we're going to get pretty close, huh?
Yeah, we can see the whole rink from here. And this Brandon Valley team comes in as a relatively new team. You know, they gave me their lineup tonight, and they gave me 3 offensive lines plus 2 skaters. And as I watched the JV game tonight, this team looks a lot like their JV team, varsity team. It's a real mix just because of numbers. It's a new program. But as you, Adam, probably maybe saw on the news, Brandon Valley is putting up a new rink.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting for them. I mean, it's for years it's been outdoor, and you battle the elements. It could be 40, it could be 12 below. So always fun to go down there and play as your little kid, but I think as you get a little older, it's probably nicer to have a place to go into.
They tried it outside for quite a while, and it's an uphill battle. New rink seems to be the thing. Both of these teams that are playing tonight, the Lakers and Brandon Valley, are both going to new rink. We talked about the new rink last night when in the girls broadcast, and what a rink that's going to be, and wow, is that going to be something for the community?
Yeah, it's exciting for, I think, the whole association as well, not just Watertown, but you know, the other teams that have traveled here is exciting for them too. I know that Brandon Valley's been pushing for a long time to get a rink, and I think probably Watertown moving ahead with theirs probably helped their cause a little bit as well.
Yeah, so there's a lot of buzz about these new rinks going to happen in these two cities. But I'll tell you what, we have an awful lot of really good sponsors that we rely on heavily every year. In our broadcast tonight, we're up in the Reliabank booth. We're perched up at the 45-yard line, like I said, and we have United Way area. United Way is giving this sponsoring this pregame show tonight, and Deutsche Excavating, I gotta get my lips ready here. Deutsche Excavating is sponsoring the coach's comments. We're gonna talk to Devin after the game. Evolution Power Sports does a starting lineup. We're just about ready to get those underway here shortly. But what a great sponsor we have in Pivotal Health Solutions. They are our main sponsor tonight, and they're our main sponsor for the entire broadcast season this year. So thank you so much, Pivotal Health Solutions. What a good relationship we have with those folks. And we appreciate that they sponsor everything that we ask of them in Watertown Laker hockey. Riddle Jewelry is going to do the puck drop tonight. First Premier ranked card is going to do power play penalty. Timeout and scoreboard. Pelican Power Sports Power Play has been with us for a long time. Sharp Automotive on hockey happenings, and Hellsorts Chiropractic, Chuck a Buck. That's a little fundraiser that they do, and we see our Watertown Lakers taking the ice and taking some laps, getting those legs warm. In the goal tonight for the Watertown Lakers is going to be Cole Nygaard. Cole Nygaard has played maybe a couple varsity games, but he's going to get the start tonight, and we're interested to see how he's going to perform tonight. You never know those goalies, it's the hardest job in hockey. Speaking of goalies, Brecken Cass, number 29, is going to be in the goal tonight for Brandon Valley. We're about ready to get underway with our starting lineups, brought to you by Evolution Power Sports. As you know, the little George Mace rink does get a little loud, and it does rock, and that's the one thing we like about the George Mace Ice Arena.
Everyone's close together, that's always a plus.
Yep. So we're going to get going here with the starting lineups brought to you by Evolution Power Sports. We talked about that goalie, Brecken Cass.
Oh, we're going to do the national anthem first.
We're going to pause for the national anthem. national anthem has been played, and now we will go to the starting lineups brought to you by Evolution Power Sports. A couple of very important people that make this thing happen is Jeremy Johnson. He's putting all this YouTube stuff together, and wow, what a great system it is. And so we can bring you to YouTube. Todd Randall's over on the camera over on the far end. Travis Bramer's helped us out all week. Appreciate those guys doing everything we can. It's Jim Lloyd, play-by-play, and Adam Wallen on the other headset. And Breck and Cass for Brandon Valley gets announced. Jackson Rasmussen's going to play defense. Max Peters on Caleb Poncelot. He wears number 25. And 22 is Cody Dorsett. And we're missing number 12 there, Keaton Ruby. And now your Watertown Lakers. They start down in the far corner and they circle all the way around to the handshake line, passing through the student section.
We got 22 there. Looks like Jack Elsher on defense starting out, followed by his defensive partner, 17, Austin McBride. We got 10, Millen Evans coming out, chucking a shirt up to the crowd. Followed by Jake Bramer at the wing. And Tommy Foley wrapping up the offense here.
We've seen that lineup for the Lakers for a while. Millen Evans, Jake Bramer, and Foley. Those three do it together. They've been doing it for a while.
Cole Nygaard, younger kid. It's going to be kind of exciting to see how he holds up there.
Yep, Cole Nygaard he's going to lead the chant over by the net. Brandon Valley's going to circle by their bench, and they're leaving Breck and Cass out there all by himself, doing what those goalies do. Down the red line and back. It's a certain mindset that the goalies have. You're either built for it or not.
They definitely work at their own pace, so we'll just leave it at that. Everyone's a little bit different.
Well, what a great position that is to be.
It's a lot of pressure. I'm sure it's one of those that get out of my head so I don't have to be there as well.
Yep. And we are going to start that group for the Watertown Lakers. Evans, Bramer, Foley. And it looks like Dorsett, Ruby for Brandon Valley. And it looks like Poncelot. And the puck is dropped. That center ice controlled by the Watertown Lakers in defensive zone. Millen Evans in front of his bench, going to get it up in the neutral zone. Foley can't get a stick on it. Here comes Evans at the red line. Foley finds it out of his skates, loses it. Both teams feeling it out here a little bit. Some jitters. First game out for the Watertown Lakers in league play, and this one's going to go all the way down. And it's going to go through Cole Nygaard. Thought his defensive man was going to pick it up, and that was just an errant puck. And what a way to start your season there.
A little miscommunication there between the defenseman and the goalie. I'm not sure who they're going to give this one to. I actually didn't watch that one.
We didn't have to.
No.
So the Lakers are going to spot Brandon Valley a goal here. And we're going to face off at center ice once again. And I'm sure none of the Lakers like that move, but now we're going to go down to the offensive zone here. And that's Hudson Hendricks held in here for the Lakers by Holeen. Hendricks going to chip it, and that's going to go off of a stick and right into Brandon Valley bench. So
sounds like they gave that goal to number 25 there, that Caleb Ponsect.
Well, you got to give it to somebody.
Last guy that touched it.
With the length of the ice from the neutral zone, a slow-moving puck. We're not going to talk about it anymore. It's 1-0 Brandon Valley at 16 minutes off on the clock here, and Lakers are going to play a little offensive hockey here, center ice. Held in the zone here by Mo. Mo's going to take a shot off of a defender and wraps around in back of Cass. Brandon Valley near corner. Near corner and far corner are the opposite if you're watching. I don't know if I'm going to be able to correct myself, but camera's on the other side of the rink this year, and I don't know if I can retrain myself, so you're going to just have to watch the puck here as one puck comes out of the zone here and picked up by the Watertown Lakers neutral zone. Hudson Hendricks, he wears number 25 for the Lakers, and he just puts a guy on his back in his offensive zone. Puck stays in for the Watertown Lakers. Far side for the Lakers is Jacob Holgate, and he finds in the neutral ice as there's a scramble, and that one's taken off of his stick by Pyle for Brandon Valley. Watertown Lakers on the far side right in front of the bench. That was Millen Evans. He blew a tire. And that first line for the Lakers is back out on the ice right now. And Esplin loses it as he brings it up to the neutral zone. And look out, we're going to be offsides. No, Millen circles back, and now we are going to be on sides. Offensive play here, Bremer. I'm sorry, that's Foley going to take a shot right into the glove of Cass. So 1-0 is the score. Away on an errant puck that went all the way down. It went between the legs of Cole Nygaard. Welcome to hockey, Cole. And we're going to have an offensive face-off. That's Foley. Foley puck dribbles out past Cass. Stays offensive zone. Millen knocks it deep. Back around behind the net is Bremer. Bremer looking for Millen. Goes to the forehand. Can't quite get it on his stick. Foley behind the net looking for Millen. Millen not open. Foley circles around near side. Taps it out to Esplin. Esplin going to knock it down deep. Saves it once again. Now he's going to take a shot at the net. That one goes off the stick and up out of play.
Looks like they're just a little out of sorts. I mean, we can tell it's early game. They haven't probably played a lot together. They're definitely trying to get their legs behind them as well. So it's always that first game or two that takes it to get going.
It does take a while. Quentin Jorgensen, Holgate, Dornman is the switch for the Lakers. Far side, Holgate. Held in the zone, now chips back out over to the defensive Watertown Lakers. Going to try to chip it in. Grabbed in neutral zone. That's Stevenson. Trip Stevenson for Brandon Valley is going to go all the way back down as McBride is going to chase into the near corner. Gets pinned up against the wall. And now it's going to be chipped out of the zone here. That is Quentin Jorgensen. A little bit of an errant pass there. Offensive play here. Here comes McBride. He's one of the fastest guys and looks for someone to pass on a shot. And that shot was by number 16, Bailey Dornman, on a backhand and can't quite get it past Cass. And we're going to switch them all up and we're going to face off to Cass's left-hand side.
A little bit of early pressure for the goalie down there, seeing if he's awake or, try to get one by him as well right away.
3 shots on goal, but the Lakers have missed the net about 5 times tonight. Face-off controlled by Brandon Valley as this one's going to scoot all the way back down. We're going to have an icing as Hudson Hendricks chases it down to the red line, and then we're going to come all the way back. On the camera tonight is Todd Randall. This puck drop brought to you by Riddle's Jewelry. They're going to sponsor all the puck drops. Offensive zone for the Watertown Lakers. Won by the Lakers. Can't quite get their stick on it is Gunnar Van Gilder. He wears number 4 for the Lakers, has the best name in hockey. Gunnar Van Gilder.
He just sounds fast standing there.
Has a brother Jet that plays on this team too. As they take it into the offensive zone, this is Sawyer Knopf. He wears number 5, and we're going to regroup defense, and that as Esplin dumps it off to Gunnar Van Gilder. Going to try to take it up through the neutral zone, and does. All the way back down. Now Gunner's going to take it in from his defensive position down deep behind the net. Cass looking from one side to the other. Puck goes back and forth behind him. Near corner, look out. That one is coming right at me.
Should be nice coming up.
That one goes all the way down. We get a puck every year, and you got to watch for that one. That one looked like it was going to come up here for a second. I had you covered.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Looks like the plexiglass saved me a little bit as well. So
4:42 mark. The Lakers are down 1-0, and they're going to win this offensive face-off. Millen Evans. Millen's a pretty tall kid, one of the taller kids out there. He's got a long stick, and that always helps him reach the puck wherever he is. Been doing a good job for the Lakers for a long time, as this one is held in by Foley. Millen to Bremer, far corner. Bremer can't keep it on his stick. Millen chases into the near corner. He gets surrounded there, and this one's going to be held in nicely there by the Watertown Lakers to Foley. Foley's going to come on a backhand, look for a centering pass. Millen's trying to get it to his forehand, can't get it in, and this one's going to come back out to Bramer. Bramer fires it at a shin pad of the Brandon Valley, trying to dangle through a lot of traffic in there. Bramer, and now this one does come out to the neutral zone, and Esplin's going to chase it back to his defensive position. Nygaard says, don't put that thing in front of me again. And here we go with Foley up through the neutral zone. He's 1-on-3, going to fire a nice shot right at Brick and Cass. And he saw that one the whole time. Nice play there by Foley. We're going to get a switch on both sides. The Lakers are going to go with Dornman, Holgate, Jorgensen. Offensive face-off, held in. Back of the net, Jorgensen. Quentin Jorgensen had a grandpa that did a lot for this George Mace Ice Arena. He knows more about ice than anybody in the area. He usually listens to us. We like to have him listen, and we're going to have an icing that's going to go all the way back down.
Larnell's been pretty well on the face-offs tonight. I don't even know that Brandon Valley's won one. They haven't. So strong on the face-offs right away, so hopefully that'll keep going and we can put one in the net here shortly.
Robertson Pyle out there for Brandon Valley, and this is Pyle off. Just when you say that, they're going to face off. Here's Pyle's going to take it just outside the blue line. Gets all the way to the pads of Nygaard. Offensive zone here for Brandon Valley does come out to the neutral zone. Hounded over there by Holgate, Jacob Holgate, putting lots of pressure on the puck, and now McBride, far corners, pushing two guys around. He keeps his feet going all the time. He's a fun player to watch. Jack Ulster's getting in the action from his defensive position. Now we're going to try to break it out, and do. This one's going to come out to Millen Evans. Millen Evans scores! Millen Evans going to score, and I got a feeling that's going to be unassisted for Millen Evans. At the 10:51 mark, Millen Evans is going to give his first goal of the year. And we're going to be tied up. And I got a feeling he was going through the neutral zone, and I looked down and he already had it in the back of the net. So Millen Evans is going to get on the board. Good job, Millen. Here we are, 1-1. 10:44 in this first period. Neutral ice play. Circling around our Lakers, it's Foley up to Evans. Evans looking center, and Foley picks it up from a teammate, gets hounded off the puck, and here comes Millen Evans again. He's going to take another shot. And here's another shot. Loose puck, and it's Bramer. Bramer's going to get a loose puck, and we're going to have another score by the Lakers at the 10:17 mark, so we're back to back here. Evans and Bramer.
Jim, they did give Jack Elser a primary assist on that Evans goal.
Okay. And we're going to have an assist on that one. Bramer just picked up a loose puck there. And we faced off center ice. And it's going to be offensive play here for Brandon Valley now up to the neutral zone. Skipped in. And here comes Mo. Mo's going to come in and take a shot off the pad. Nice looking shot there by Mo. Got distracted there by everything that was going on, but we're back this year right now. Puck in the far corner, Mo.
They gave Evans a primary on that.
Okay. So we're at 2-1 here with 9:27 with the Watertown Lakers putting two fast ones on, and here comes a shot. That's a pop fly over the top of Cass's head. Offensive play for the Lakers, looking for a centering pass, can't get it on his backhand with Sawyer Knopf. This one's going to come out to neutral zone. We're going to get a switch here. Bailey Dorman's going to go back and get that one. Got it by his legs. Now he gets it on his stick. He didn't know where it was there for a second, and neutral zone for the Watertown Lakers. Coming into the zone, there's a good shot over there by the Watertown Lakers. Warded off by Cass, held in. Held in by Jacob Holgate. Bailey Dorman, Holgate and Jorgensen play on this line as McBride taps it in from his defensive position far corner. Jorgensen looking for a centering pass, another centering pass, getting broke up, a lot of traffic over there by Brandon Valley. And the Watertown Lakers hold the zone again by Holgate. McBride, toe drag, nice looking toe drag, trying to get it to his backhand, can't even find it on a stick, and that almost went in.
Yeah, it almost looked like it rolled in there for a minute.
Nice effort there. And here comes Brandon Valley all the way down to the other end.
3-on-1 blue attire there coming through.
And Brandon Valley, that was Gavin Stone taking that one down. I'm sorry I didn't have him on my list. But Gavin took it all the way to the length of the ice and didn't get a shot.
Went to take that shot at the dot there and just blue attire coming out.
So we're going to get a switch. We're going to face off to the left-hand side of Cole Norgard. Offensive face-off here. And Evans brings it down, looking for a pass to Bramer. Bramer's looking for it. Was wide open. Nobody can find it. Still wide open.
And that's still
open. On his back.
Oh, blew the whistle there. Got the goalie down. He's not feeling well. I wonder if he got ran over by his own guy there.
Brecken Cass basically fell out of the net.
He was holding his head, so I don't know what happened there.
We do have another goaltender.
It's a Cole Kleitz.
Yep, Cole Kleitz is another goaltender. You don't see a goaltender down very often. You know, they're padded up pretty good, and that was just kind of a scramble, and he kind of fell off to the side of the net awkwardly.
Well, it looked like there was about 4 people that came towards him there. I think he might have got hit by a little friendly fire coming through.
Yeah, he might have. He might have. So we're going to have a pause in the action here. The players are both going to go to their respective benches.
Give him a little time to get his wits about him there.
And he's up on his knees here. Waiting for Brandon Cass, the goalie for Brandon Valley.
Just an FYI for the people listening and watching on there, they'd blow that dead if there's someone that's in dangerous. So. Looks like he's staying in, Jim. At least as of right now, but that continues, I guess. He's going to skate back and forth, puts the hair back, and he'll go back up. He's still got the glove on, so he must be okay. Give him a second or two to make sure he's good. He was extremely out of position there. Yeah. Part of that was his injury, of course. Yeah, he's staying in. Coach is coming back off. Looks like he's okay. I'm guessing the rest of the check out, make sure he's good. Bramer, Foley, and Evans were desperately looking for a mark in front of him as Cass laid about 2 feet away from him. That was a pretty unlucky bounce for Watertown there. The puck literally was bouncing up in the air, so yeah, pretty tough to put that one in. So we're going to face off to Cass on the inside. Of course, he gets face off right in front of him. And this is won by the Lakers. Take a shot, Gunnar Van Gilder, almost a tip by Evans. Went a little bit wide, Evans near side. Foley can't pick it up in the back of the net. Brandon Valley tries to grab that one. It does come back out. And we're going to circle back around as Bramer try to get it in the offensive zone, and he does. Foley's chasing. He's all by himself down there. Millen far side. Gunnar Van Gilder at the blue line. It does scoot out. They're going to have to check out. And we're going to get back to the neutral zone, and Brandon Valley's going to bring it up out of their zone. That's Moody. And he has static there from Bramer and Foley. They've been out here a while already, but this line plays pretty well. Hudson Hendricks playing defense now, and here comes Evans. Evans at the blue line, and I thought we might be offsides, but they're not going to call it. I don't have any specs on. These 4 guys do a good job every game that we see them. Neutral zone play here for Holeen. Gabriel Holeen, who wears number 21, he's got a check up, coming back out of the zone. Brandon Valley far side all the way across the ice, and that one's going to be tapped down, and that was Ruby. Esplin, right in front of his goalie, taps it off the board up in the neutral ice. Holeen with a check over on the far side, and we're going to get a hand up by pushing, and I got a feeling it is going to be on Holeen. And they're going to put him back there. Yep, Holeen, yep. So we're going to get our first penalties here at 6:20. Looks like coincidentals there, Jim. They were both a roughing. They were kind of getting a little high up there, and Strike said, I don't think so. Not tonight. We're going to keep this one close.
And Brandon Valley, we have, did you get the number on the guy from Brandon Valley?
I did not catch that.
That's all right. Coincidentally, we are going to play 5-on-5 hockey here.
Well, they put it up on the scoreboard, but I believe they'll take that back off because it is 5-on-5. So we may or may not get that one until they come back out of the box.
Little Shuri, puck drop here, center ice.
5-on-5 hockey.
They're controlled by the Watertown Lakers, far side. There comes a shot, looking right in front. Can't find it on his stick, was Jorgensen. A nice pass on the far side over there by Holgate.
Fluttered in there, the goalie actually had to make a save there. Got my dad right in front of him.
That pass actually came from Elser from his defensive position. So we're going to face off to the right-hand side of Cass. Controlled once again. McBride looking for a centering pass. With Jorgensen, can't get it. McBride pinches down deep. Jorgensen's down there. McBride is down there, fighting off past the Brandon Valley team. It's up in front of us now. It does come down in the neutral zone, and it's going to come back to Jack Elser. Max Peters is the one that's in the Brandon Valley penalty box. And those are coincidentals with Pauline from the Lakers. Got a little pushing match, and we're in neutral zone play. Circling back around, now goes back down into the offensive zone. Chasing down there is Volger. Evans is back in. Evans is going to have a wide open shot. He went up and over the top. I got a feeling Nolan Evans coming off the bench would like to see this one more time. He kind of got on his toe of his stick and he fired it out of the arena.
That would be a free bag of popcorn for some kid, though. They're going to be happy about that.
We're going to face off, offensive face off. Right hand side of Cass, controlled by the Lakers. Kramer, far side. This one's going to circle all the way around. Nolan Evans going to pinch down. Near corner, Foley's over there. Brandon Valley, Dylan Hendricks. Here comes a shot from the blue line. That was Hudson Hendricks, missed it by a mile. And Nolan Evans going to come right in front of the Brandon Valley bench here. Coming out of there is Bramer. Bramer going to circle back around looking for Evans. These guys play pretty well together. Evans fires one wide of the goal. Gunnar Van Gilder, far side, pinching down to Bramer. Bramer puts on the break behind the goalie, looking for a centering pass. Can't get it there. Bramer again, back to Nolan Evans, over to Bramer. Back out to the neutral zone. Hudson Hendricks from his defensive position and go all the way across. All the way across ice. Tried to get it Millen there. Tipped in by Millen, and we're going to get a change. That group must be pretty tired. They were out there for a long time, and here comes Brandon Valley up through the neutral zone.
Brandon goes off on a change as well. Try to get some fresh legs out there, too.
Jackson Esplin going to bring it up from his defensive spot up through the zone and neutral zone. It's a 3-on-4 if they can make it happen. Tipped away from Esplin. Now they're going to keep it in the zone. Doing a nice job there to keep it in for the Lakers. And this puck goes all the way back down in the far corner. I'm looking for the rest of my roster. There it is.
Jake Ribbett.
He's a sophomore. Nice to see him on the ice right now. He wears number 28. Offensive play for the Lakers as it does scored out. And number 12 for the Lakers. And that's Carter Regals. Playing a little defense. And is in the offensive zone here, and that's going to be tapped back in. Now we're going to get it from the defensive position. The pass all the way up, a little bit hard for Sawyer Knopf by McBride. Yeah, we're going to get a switch once again. That first one.
That's type of deal. Oh, yeah. That's new players. Yeah, new players coming up, so every time is a little different.
Yeah, Coach McMullen he gave me a lineup here, and then he threw a bunch of people in that he didn't give his lineup. I don't think that's fair to me, but
trying to keep you on your toes.
That's all right. Here comes Evans. Evans going to fire it just off the glove of Cass. That was going to be wide anyway. Bramer, far side, far corner, held in over there for the Lakers. That's Elser. Jack Elser does a nice job playing defense. We haven't seen him play much. But boy, he's a young guy too. Yeah, he's done a nice job here. He's a sophomore. As coming out of the zone is Eric Roberts for Brandon Valley near corner. Gets taken down in the corner, and the puck is under there somewhere, and they're going to call it dead. I don't think they're going to call a penalty. I don't see a penalty being called. No, they called the puck dead. I think the referees lost sight of that puck. Yeah, no handoff, so we're good. And the Lakers are going to switch out some defense. Holgate comes in. Holgate, Dornbush, and Jorgensen. Going to face off to the left-hand side of their early Cole Nygaard. Controlled by Brandon Valley. That goes off the stick in the neutral zone. Then taking this one down is Jorgensen. Jorgensen can't get a stick on it. Now gets a late pass over there. It's way too late. Now he's looking for a centering pass, and that one can't find a stick in front. Nice job up there. Holgate Gorman in the front of the net. Here comes Brandon Valley. Missed it. I could have been a breakaway. They missed it on his stick, and it comes back to the Lakers in front of their net, and they're going to slow it down here as they come up through the neutral zone. Jorgensen. Looks like slow motion right now. Those guys are pretty tired. They're up and down. They're pretty quick. And it already looks like a time for a change. There's a shot going in. Doesn't quite make it. There's a shot goes high. That's by Holgate. That was a rebound from his defensive men. And that one is gloved by Cass.
Well, they might have missed a offsides there. Looks like that puck came out. I think that slowed a few of those guys down. But hey, they don't blow the whistle. You got to keep skating.
That was a quick shift for those guys. Knopf, Moe, and Holin are going to take over right now for the Watertown Lakers. As this puck scoots all the way back, and Gunnar Van Gilder, number 4, takes it all the way around to the other side of the ice. Picking it up there is Knopf, looking for a centering pass. Now it goes out to neutral zone. Brandon Valley controls in the neutral zone. Going to dump it down deep, and it does go off Nygaard's pads. Off the boards as the Lakers try to break it out of their defensive zone, held in by Brandon Valley. There's going to be a one-timer. He's going to wound up for it. Couldn't quite get on his skates. Brandon Valley comes back over to Austin Hickman. He's going to dump it down deep. Watertown Lakers with 1:23 left in this period have controlled the puck. Started out slow with an errant goal by Brandon Valley. And it's been actually all Watertown Lakers from there on. They've controlled the puck in the offensive zone, some neutral zone play, but pretty much the Lakers have been on it the whole time. As this is neutral zone play here as Evans reports over to the puck. Lead is still out there. Neutral zone play. 1 minute remaining in this period. And here comes Evans. Evans going to dangle around. He's going to be one-on-one with the goalie. And Cass flashes a little leather as he grabs that one. And that was a high left corner shot. Nice shot by Nolan Evans. 39.9 seconds left in this first period. 2-1 Watertown Lakers. We're going to face up to the left-hand side of Cass. It's going to be Foley. Bramer getting in the action behind there with a little check behind Brandon Valley goalie. That's Cass, and this one's going to come all the way back out. And Jackson Esplin's going to have to chase that one. He always goes right in front of the goalie.
I'm sure the goalie loves that.
Yeah. Bothers me a little bit. He's been doing it for a while, and they're on center ice, and we're going to get a penalty there.
Yep.
And that penalty's going to be on Carter Raggles, who wears number 12. Neutral zone penalty for the Lakers. 18 seconds left in this one, so they're going to come out a man down in the second period. The Watertown Lakers are going to be cross check. I'm going to write that one down at 18 seconds.
Yeah, I think the biggest one there, he didn't even try to play that puck. He just went right for it. So stick that up high, they're going to call that every time right in the middle of the ice.
Carter Raggles is going to sit for 2 minutes. Going to sit for 18 seconds right now, and this one face-off is won by the Lakers, and Foley's going to be one-on-one with the goal. He's going to drag it out. Thomas Foley with 10 seconds left in this period is going to get the ball and make it 3-1. He was one-on-one, and a nice job by Foley.
I believe McBride pitchforked that one out there and set him loose on a breakaway on a short-hand situation.
Yeah, there was a pitchfork from a defensive face-off, and we're going to be content to run this one out. The Watertown Lakers was fully knocking it down, neutral zone, pitches it down to the other end, and that's going to end this first period. And McBride is the one that pitchforked that one up and over the neutral zone to Foley, and that's what you would call a bonus goal. Yeah, for sure. 18 seconds left. Nothing like picking your team up there with a few seconds left in the game. You were in period. Put a little pressure back on them. I mean, this whole period was all Watertown, no matter what. I mean, your shots are 12 to 2, Watertown to Brandon Valley. They gave one on the misplay there, so it's really one shot to 12. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, only 2 shots on goal, and the one was an errant puck to start out that game, and that happened at 16:36. Just barely started in that first period, and after that it was Evans at the 10:51 mark from Elsher, and then at 10:17 Bramer scored from Evans, and then just with 10 seconds left in the period, it's Foley with a breakaway from McBride. Couple penalties that first period. Herline and Peters had coincidental blocking penalties, and Carter Ragles had a penalty there with 18 seconds left in that period. But he should actually come out, shouldn't he? Because he scored. No, they have to score though. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yep. Oh. Yeah, hockey knowledge, right? Yeah. So the Watertown Lakers are going to come out a man down for a minute and 42 in that second period. I would say second most exciting play is that breakaway, followed by the shootout. So it's always fun to see. The goalie made a strong poke check trying to get it out of there. Probably a smart move. Foley just waited him out, had a little bit of room, and went to the side of him and just dumped it in. So it's always exciting. That's right. We're up here in the Reliant Bank booth, and we've completed one period of the first varsity Lakers game this year against Brandon Valley. They find themselves on the scoreboard. It is who's that sponsors for that scoreboard? How come I can't remember that one? For the entire year, Riddle's Jewelry does all the puck drops. First Premier Bank card and First Premier Bank, the scoreboard. Pelican Power Sports Power Play. Hockey happenings happen because of Sharp Automotive. Health Source Chiropractic will do the chuck a puck. And we forgot to talk about this, Adam. We have a Subway Player of the Game. Subway sponsors a player every game, and we get to select that. In fact, you get to select that. Oh, no. Whoever does the color gets to select that Subway Player of the Game, and that player will take away a Subway from any of the local Subway stores. So I can't pick myself there to get a free sub out of the deal? I mean, that'd be terrible. I guess I would probably need a player of the game every time, I suppose. You'd have to talk that Subway card away from that player. Yeah, and I have a 17-year-old at home. I don't try to take any food from any teenager. I've seen that before. I like all my fingers and toes. Let's keep them together. That's right. So we have Todd Randall over on the camera. Travis Bramer's been helping us out, and Jeremy Johnson makes it all happen. He's putting all this electronics back together, and he's put it all back together for us. Adam Rowland is on my right-hand side, and this is Jim Lloyd doing the play-by-play. We're at period break. We're about 12 minutes from going back to playing hockey. I think we'll take a short break here and let the Zamboni do its thing, and we will be back in about 11 and a half minutes for the second period.
into the neutral zone. And we're getting our sound right here. Jeremy Johnson, he always catches any glitch in the system as Brendan Valley comes on. They're going to try to set up a power play with a centering pass. We're going to get some of those names for the Brandon Valley here at some point, and this is Foley going to try to get a short-handed goal, and he gets it taken off his stick. Brandon Valley neutral zone. Neutral zone play here, Brandon Valley.
Tommy's trying to get a second one there. He already had the first one right at the end of the first period. So
McBride from his defensive end going to fire it all the way down. 50 seconds left in this power play. Pelican Power Sports power play for Brandon Valley. Have yet to set up their power play, but now they're going to fire down in the neutral zone. Look out, referee. That went right by his shirt.
looks like we got our forwards changed. Our defense stayed out there a little bit longer, so see how that works for us.
Play continues on the far corner. Lakers just real content. There's a puck comes out of the corner over there, and Nygaard was ready for that one. I actually think that came from one of his players.
I do believe he shot that on goal, so
that one came out as a surprise, but Nygaard was ready for that one. 25 seconds left here in this Pelican Power Sports power play for Brandon Valley, and they are going to have an offensive face-off here. They got 25 seconds to set up a power play. Facing off is Brandon Tripp for Brandon Valley, and he's going to fire it at the goal. That one goes a little bit wide. Two Brandon Valley players go down on the far circle. Gunnar Van Gilder in back of his own goal. He gets almost taken off his skates. Brandon Valley setting up here. Now they're going to take a shot. That one goes off the pad wide of Nygaard. Mo's going to circle around his goal. He's going to fire it up here right in front of us. It's going to go all the way down, and that should kill that power play for Brandon Valley. Oh, as Cass comes out of the net, almost misfires one there.
had it blocked coming out to play that puck there.
Neutral zone play here for Brandon Valley. Coming through is Max Peters. Max Peters gets a backhand, almost made that one go home, and I think it hit the toe of Nygaard.
Looks like he just got the tip of that, just to move it wide enough.
This is the period of long ice. Is that second period. You're the farthest from your team as you can be in the offensive zone here, as this one is going to come out to neutral zone. Two players go down on the far side. Brandon Valley up to offensive. This is Peters. Peters going to put it on, try to get a 5-hole. Can't do it. He's going to take a break as the Lakers control behind their own net. This is Hudson Hendricks trying to get it out, held in by Brandon Valley. There's a collision right just above the far dot between two players, and over there is Holgate trying to get it back out of the zone, and this one is going to just barely clear the zone. Brandon Valley can't get it on their stick, and this one's going to get fired down at the goal by Sawyer Knopf. And we're going to get a stoppage of play as Cass gets his glove on top of that one.
Yeah, we had a couple of Brandon Valley guys looking to hit that hit the person versus the puck, so it didn't really help them out at all. Face-off's going to come down into Brandon's zone. We'll see how that.
14:40 left in the second period. 3-1 Watertown Lakers. And we're facing off here, and look out, that one right in front. And nice attempt there by Dorman. He found himself right on the shoes braces of Cass. Couldn't quite get it in. It goes up and out of play.
Tried to redirect it, went straight up over the net and all the way out.
Now we're going to face off in the neutral zone, right in front of this Reliant booth. Dorman wins the face-off as it trickles all the way down far side. That's Jackson Rasmussen for Brandon Valley. Now it does come out to neutral zone. Picked up there by Espen. He's going to skate all the way back around, flip it up into the neutral zone. Skating up is Jorgensen. Quentin Jorgensen, he's number 3. Looking for a centering pass. Can't get it on his stick. Held in by the Lakers. That's Lakers. Carter Regals. He wears number 12. Now we're going to come across neutral ice, and Brandon Valley takes it down deep into the corner. And that was Eli Nicolaitis. Neutral zone play here for Brandon Valley. Max Peters.
Got a touch up there. We were offsides for a moment.
Esplin dumps it back to Regals. Regals going to try to get it out of there. Puck goes back.
Dangerous play was going to come in front there.
Watertown Lakers are going to now get it out, and this is Bramer skipping it up through the neutral zone. He's got Foley, he's got Evans, he's got Dangles. He's going to take a shot up and over. Foley finds it in back of the net. Bramer behind the net, looking forward. Now he's going to try to stuff it in. Can't do it.
Just trying to jam it home.
Has his pad right on the pole.
He's going to have to eat a few more weeds. He's going to push right through that guy's leg.
Bramer, Evans, Foley, McBride, and Elsher for the Watertown Lakers. They're going to face off in their offensive zone. McBride trying to hold it in, and does. Fires it at the net. Foley found it on his skate. Bramer, far corner. Bramer looking for Evans. Can't quite get that one towards the net, was Evans.
Got tied up there in front.
Out to neutral zone, here's Bramer. Bramer flips it over to McBride, all the way up to Evans. Can't get his stick on it. I'll bet we're going to have an icing call.
Tried to get the breakout there and just got a little too far, so it's going to come back down into Watertown zone. You see the face off to the left of the goalie here.
You can see when this group is out there, Bramer, Evans, Foley, McBride, and Elsher, they control the puck throughout the entire rink. Offensive face-off here for Brandon Valley, left-hand side of Nygaard. Won by the Lakers. Chipped up to Evans.
Potential 2-on-1.
Bramer tried to get it over to Bramer. Can't quite get it. Evans tangled up down there. Bramer's going to help him out. Right in front of that student section. They're all standing on the glass tonight. Bramer down the blue line. Over to Elsher. Can't hold it. Right in front of his bench. Trying to get his stick on it. Now Bramer. Bramer tames that thing down, circles around neutral zone, gets it up to Evans. Evans takes the zone, looks for a shot, goes up and over. And this one comes all the way back around. McBride, Elsher, neutral zone. Elsher dumps it in, and we're going to get a change for the Lakers. Held in by McBride. McBride's going to take a shot. That one whistles up and over. A pass going in front of the net. There's nobody home. Knopf tried to find an opponent there, and there's a contact in the neutral zone. Far side, nobody goes down, is knocked off the puck, and here comes McBride. McBride up to Mo. Mo can't handle it at the blue line. It's going to go back behind pass. Knopf. Pauline is out there now, neutral zone. Brandon Valley going to fire it just past the red line. It does go on net. Nygaard kicks that one off to the side, and here comes Mo. Can't get it on his stick, stays in the offensive zone. Look out in front there. That was Brandon Valley. I can never get him. That's Ruby. It's Keaton Ruby. As Brandon Valley, Consulate handles it in neutral zone for Brandon Valley.
Oh, Ruby had a nice play to get by the defense there.
Mo settles it down right behind his goalie. He's going to circle back and look up the boards. And they're neutral zone collision. That Sawyer Knopf was involved in that.
Ruby had a big hit on that one.
Ruby, that was a huge hit. And Knopf is still out there, but Mo's going to go. Now Knopf gets into the action area right in front of the bench. Some contact right in front of that Laker bench, and we're going to go all the way down for an ice.
A little physical there in the middle of the ice there. We got to be watching it.
We had guys coming on and off the bench there. That's typically where you can get too many men on the ice. But everything is settled down. Well, we're going to face off to the left-hand side of Cass. 3-1. 10-12 left in the second period. 13 shots on goal for the Lakers versus 5 for Brandon Valley. Not a lot of shots on goal in this game. Face-off won by the Lakers. Held in by the Lakers, far corner. Far corner. Getting into that play is Jacob Holgate. Neutral zone, Brandon Valley content to just flip it down into their offensive zone. Where that one is going to be picked up by the Lakers behind the net. Some contact on the far side. Esplin's over there for the Lakers. Going to try to drag it out of there, and does. Looking up for Dan Gilder. Can't get it up to there.
Jake Ritt, I believe, got that pass out.
Jacob Holgate is out there. Esplin finds it in back of his net. Flips it back over. Offensive play here for Brandon Valley. Lakers trying to get this one out of his own, and here comes Esplin. He's doing it all by himself with his legs. He's going to take it the length of the ice, puts the brakes on right in front of his bench. Still puck handling. Nice set of hands there for Esplin. There's a shot that goes wide for the Watertown Lakers. And this one's going to carry him around, and Esplin's going to find it again in front of his bench as it does come out into neutral zone. Carter Regals got in on it. Espin's going to try to get it up there. Nobody there in the neutral zone, and Brandon Valley's going to take a shot, and that one goes up high. That's Lyndon Pyle taking that shot. Espin tries to fire it out of the zone, and that's what we do right now.
Just got clear there. Trying to get a few tired legs out there, trying to get a little break.
Trying to clear that puck out. There's the Lakers, and they do it. Lakers in desperate need of a break there. We're going to face off to the right-hand side in Nygaard. It's going to be Keaton Ruby. Won by the Lakers. Bramer takes it up to Evans. Evans up through the neutral zone. As we come up through the neutral zone, Brandon Valley. McBride going full speed. McBride is so good on his skates and with his stick. He's fun to watch from his defensive position as Bramer takes the offensive zone, dangles around. Here's Evans going to take a shot. Oh, that one's going to go up and over.
Yep. Hit the Laker sign. Outside of the rink, not really where you want him to hit, but
Elizabeth Hoop is fun to watch this first line for the Watertown Lakers.
yeah, there's some speed out there. You can definitely tell those guys that played together a little bit longer.
Facing off is Eric Roberts for Brandon Valley, near side. Poncelet gets in the play. Offensive zone here for the Lakers. Evans circles around, changes directions, looking for a centering pass, can't quite get it as Brandon Valley does get it back out in the neutral zone. It's McBride. Goes around the defender. He's going to take it up with his legs through neutral ice. Now he's going to fire it down deep into the corner. He's going to go take a break. Big shift change here for the Lakers. Pauline comes on. And Hudson Hendricks. And that one's chipped down. This is going to be Foley. He stayed out on that. He didn't get a change, and he found himself with a puck and a runaway stop by Cass.
Almost had a golden opportunity. He just bounced up in the air, came right down to him with a wide open net to shoot at. So goalie made a nice save to stop Tommy on that one.
Offensive face-off here. Cohen Mull for the Lakers, and he wins that face-off. Gunnar Van Gilder can't quite get it on his stick, and that trickles out all the way down to the far end. Holine's going to have to chase it, but we're going to have a icing instead, so we're going to go back down to the other way.
Try it one more time, huh?
So we're going to go back down to the other end, right in front of that student section. Pretty decent student crowd tonight. There's a nice lineup on the ice. Face-off. Controlled by Brandon Valley as they chip it out of the zone. And this one's going to go all the way back down.
Wave that icing off, so we're going to have to keep moving now.
Picked up by Hudson Hendricks. Taking off the puck. Here comes Holine. Gabriel Holine. Mull through the neutral zone, and we got a reverse. He fooled everybody. Mull put the brakes on there down the line, and everybody had to circle back. Now he takes it in. He's going to fire a shot right flat on the ice. So Karam's over to Holine. Can't get it on his stick. And up through the neutral zone is Brandon Valley as Gunnar Van Gilder takes that puck away from Melatus for Brandon Valley. Through the neutral zone, Sawyer Knopf trying to settle it down here on the Lakers. Everybody's touched it. Nobody's got any possession. And now Knopf's going to take a shot right at the pads of a Brandon Valley defender, and it's going to go all the way back down. Now we're going to get an icing. That was the shift of no possession.
Just right in the middle of the ice.
Yep.
Play between the two blue lines.
Everybody's going to get a change here. 14 shots on goal for the Watertown Lakers. We're at 6:24, 3-1. Watertown Lakers, 5 shots on goal for Brandon Valley. Won by the Lakers. Chased into the corner is Jacob Holgate. Gets taken off the puck over there from the Brandon Valley right in back of their net. And there's a check in the near corner. Getting a little more physical out here right now. And Brandon Valley up through the neutral zone. This is Ruby. Ruby going to take a shot off the glove of Nygaard. A loose puck. There's a rebound. Nygaard can't find it. Another centering pass. Look out. Oh. And that one is a goal. Yeah. Yeah, Brandon Valley scored that one. That was a loose puck. 2 rebounds.
Nope. And it went up and over.
Oh, they're going to wave it off. I thought it went in.
No, it hit the pipe, went up and over. So
We're 3-1. No worries. No
I do
worries.
believe he was pointing to the other dot to take it. So
No worries. Offensive face-off here for Brandon Valley. Won by the Lakers. Thought that one went in.
yeah, Brandon Valley had a perfect opportunity there to make this game a little closer.
Jack Halsher flips that one out into neutral zone. McBride's back in. He's going to reverse field. His defensive dot, and here he comes. He's going to get ahead of steam. And he gets that one poke checked away in the neutral zone. Chasing back for the puck, there is Quentin Jorgensen. Out to the boards. Picked up.
Bailey Dorneman.
Bailey Dorneman can't keep it on, and we're going to have to check all the way back, and this is Elsher. Elsher going to go back behind his own goalie. That's Nygaard. And McBride up to the neutral zone. Can't make that pass. And Foley. Foley's going to try to control this puck in the neutral zone and does, trying to get a little space, going to try to cut in. He gets that one taken off his stick. That was Max Peters giving the defensive play there for Brandon Valley. Peters takes it up, caroms it around, and Brandon Valley's up through the neutral zone. Leaning on one another as Brandon Valley gets taken away from the puck. That's Ponsley. Here's a little give and go. There's nobody there. A little give, but no go. And Bramer tries to get that on his stick, held in by Brandon Valley. Here's Foley going to chip it out to Bramer. Bramer, red line, can't get it on his stick. Chipped through the neutral zone by Brandon Valley. A kick into the zone there, and that one goes down deep by Max Peters. Nygaard thought he was going to cover it, can't quite do it. Brandon Valley playing a little offensive hockey here. Bramer trying to get it on his stick, can't do it. Puck still down deep. Chasing over is Elsher for the Watertown Lakers. Chips it off the board. Now they're going to fire it out of the zone and get a night icing call. That's McBride, who says this is enough. We're going to fire it down to the other end.
Yeah, that longer ice in the second period always has that effect. These guys are tired. You know, the first period come out, the momentum's in your favor. You get the adrenaline running. Next thing you know, it wears off. And
Brandon Valley did a good job of controlling the puck the last couple possessions here, or the last couple shifts, I should say. And it's a little bit different than it has been. It's been Lakers possession. Now Brandon Valley is getting a little bit of possession, and here comes Moe. Moe's going to come out, and Koss comes all the way out, and Moe touched it, and it went in between his legs, and Cohen Moe makes an excellent play for the Lakers. That happened in a hurry, and I would guess that one is going to be unassisted, possibly. Cohen Moe comes all the way out.
And on that one, Cohen just got out there. The goalie came out to try to stop it, and Cohen just tapped it just enough to get past the goalie's legs.
Brecken Cass came out almost between the dots to meet him on that breakaway, and Cohen is just able to touch that right between his legs. So we're at 4-1 with 3:42 in the second period. That's a nice little goal for the Lakers. And Cohen Moe, Holine chipped it with his backhand down in the offensive zone. Gabriel Holine, he wears number 21. He can really scoop.
And this comes out a little fire out there. It's good to have that.
This is back to our defender. That's Gunnar Van Gilder. Gets taken back. Esplin's going to find it behind his own goalie, Nygaard. Colin Moe. There's a shot by Brandon Valley. That was Lyndon Pyle, had a nice shot at the goal. He couldn't quite get that one in. Gunnar Moe through the neutral zone.
They gave Hudson Hendricks the primary assist on that one, on Cohen's goal there. I think he just tucked it out there, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
That's right. Cohen Moe with a good hustle play. Here comes Foley. He's going to find himself on a breakaway. Dangles around. You're looking for a backhand. Oh, he scores! Tommy Foley's got his second one of the night on a backhand with 2:43 left in this period. Foley did a nice job with his hands there to get over to his forehand, or go from his forehand back to his backhand.
Brandon Valley's going to make a goalie change here. 2:43 left in the second period.
It's going to be Kleitz. C-L-I-T-S. His name is Cole Kleitz, number 13 for Brandon Valley. And they have made a goalie change, and we've faced off already, and here comes McBride down into the offensive zone. Esplin can't hold the zone, and we get a player for Brandon Valley. That's Dylan Hendricks. Blows a tire right in front of us, and here comes Millen Evans off the pads of that brand new goalie, Kleitz.
Yeah, put a little pressure on the guy right away, see if he's up for the task, and he makes the save on that one.
Esplin fires it in just inside the blue line, and that goalie's up to the task. Took 2 quick ones. 18 shots on goal, 5 goals here for the Watertown Lakers in a 5-1 game. 2:17 left. Just 7 shots on goal for the Brandon Valley Ice Cats.
You know, it really was close up till about 2.5, 3 minutes ago. I mean, it was a back and forth game, so Watertown's just putting the pressure on now.
And there's a shot, point blank for Holgate. He can't get it past the goalie. Little pushing, little shoving. In back of the goal there.
Yeah, tempers spoil a little bit. You get up in the goalie's face. They don't like that.
Well, in Brandon Valley, you know, they get a little frustrated at this point. They put a new goalie in, and we got some shots, 3 shots right away on him. We're going to face off to the left-hand side of Kleitz right now. It's going to be Dornman. Wins the face-off. Defense to defense for the Lakers. Goes across. No shot. Here comes the Watertown Lakers again. This is Dornman, far corner. Throws it on the net. There comes another shot. Goes wide of the net. Putting a few shots on goal. Jorgensen, Holgate, and Dornman. Back out to the defender. And they're going to fire that one right down on the ice. A nice shot by Hudson Hendricks. That's a tough one when that thing lays right flat on the ice.
Well, Holgate tried for the redirect on that too, but ended up tipping it up out of play.
From the defensive position, that's a good shot when you can hold it right flat on the ice. A lot of times the defenders like to raise that one up, but it's almost better if it's flat on the ice. Facing off in the neutral zone, won by the Lakers. Pauline tries to get it at the blue line, can't get it now, and it goes back to the defender up to go once to the blue line, taking over the zone is Sawyer Knopf. Near corner, centering pass. Pauline can't find it on his stick through traffic as Brandon Valley tries to bring it up through the neutral zone, and here comes Mull. He got checked and wasn't going to have any of that one, and Sawyer Knopf takes a shot, and we're going to have a stoppage in play and a face-off. Offensive zone for the Lakers.
Well, the student section's getting into it now. We got a little Gangnam style started, so.
Student section's getting into it in a 5-1 game here for the Watertown Lakers. Just getting to that minute mark left in this first period, or second period. Here comes a shot. Pauline. Knopf. And Mull out there right now. Cole Mull scored the last one. Or one in this period before we had the other one. 2 goals in this period, 54 seconds left in this second period for the Lakers. Long stretch pass comes up to Knopf. Can't handle on his stick. Look out, boy. Oh, Pauline almost got a stick on that one. Here comes a shot that flies wide. That was Sawyer Knopf. Just took a wind-up shot at the goal. Knopf behind the net. Little contact there. Brandon Valley trying to get some possession and now do behind their own goalie. Here comes a pass all the way up to center ice. Nice pass there. That comes up to Keaton Ruby. Gets taken off his skate by McBride, and that puck is in the offensive zone. It's hard to tell if that was offsides or not. They say no, it's not. Here comes Evan back to Bramer. Can't get on his stick. There's a point-blank shot by Foley.
Bouncing around, still
through the goalie. Puck is loose. Defense retreats, and this one's going to go all the way down. Nice opportunity there with just seconds left in the second period. And that would have been what I call also another bonus goal for the Watertown Lakers.
Yeah, it was definitely bouncing up and down. Just couldn't get a good stick on it. Goalie scrambled a little bit. Brandon Valley just got enough of it to get out of the zone. They waved the icing off with, 1/10 of a second left. So
2 goals in this period for the Lakers. Cohen Mull had a breakaway goal and just tapped it between the legs of Brecken Cass at that time. And then Foley came back and he had a shot, a nice nifty little backhand shot that also got past Cass. Brandon Valley went to another goalie, Cole Kleitz, and he wears number 13.
they, anytime you get to that point, the goalie, sometimes it's better to get him out of there before they get in their own head a little bit more. Put the kid in, but he's been sitting on the bench for the minute, period, almost a period and 3/4.
It's a tough job. Job for a goalie. You come off the bench and right away it was an offensive face-off, and they just get fired. He gets fired on right away. But another good period for the Watertown Lakers. They score 2 in this period and 3 in the first period, and we're at a 5-1 game. 22 shots on goal compared to 7 shots from Brandon Valley. It has been mostly all Lakers. There was a spurt there at times when Brandon Valley started buzzing in their offensive zone, and Cole Nygaard did a nice job in the goals thus far in this game. Watertown Lakers 5-1.
Yeah, he hasn't been really hasn't had a lot of pressure there, which is probably good. Young goaltender. I believe one of his first varsity games that he's played. I think he maybe played a little JV last year, but give him a little time and let him get used to it. I can tell you, there's going to be plenty of games where he's going to get peppered hard. So
yeah, we'll talk just a little bit about that one lone goal that Brandon Valley does have at 16:36 in the first period. There was a puck that went all the way from the neutral zone on one of those real slow pucks where your defenders go back and grab it and circle around and start working up towards neutral ice. Defender missed it right in front of their own goalie, and it went right between the legs of Cole Nygaard. It's kind of a weird goal. That's why we talked about it a little bit, and they ended up having to give that to Poncelet. He was probably the last Brandon Valley player to touch it.
But, I do believe he just cleared the puck, and
he cleared the puck. Yep.
Last guy wins, I guess, on that one.
So really, the Lakers goaltending and defenders have done a great job. Besides that one goal, really, for all intents and purposes, it could be a 5-0 game.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Our defense is playing strong. They're not letting them get through the neutral zone quickly. That's always good. We got some. Got some strong skaters back there too that can control that puck and keep it away from them. It definitely puts the pressure on the other team.
And Brandon Valley, perhaps you're seeing that a little bit right now. Brandon Valley brought a short bench.
Real short.
And a lot of these guys, I watched the JV game. By the way, the JV game, Brandon Valley did win that 5-1 just before this game. But many of these players that were
about a half hour in between the games, so it's not like you can really, you get a Gatorade or something in you to kind of get a little bit of liquids in, but they're skating, they have 8 forwards and 5 defensemen. That's tough to not even have 3 full lines and 3 full defensemen, so someone's double shifting or short shifting there, so puts the pressure on those kids. They better be in good shape at that point.
Yeah, and when you have JV players that play a full JV game and then go play a varsity game, it's got to be tough for a player because you get undressed, you take your skates off, you have a sweat from the JV game, you cool down, and then you go back out and warm up. It's a tough spot, and I've had kids, and there's a lot of kids all throughout the state that have done that. But it's a tough spot. You eat a candy bar, do you drink a water, what do? My kids preferred to stay in their outfits, and they went out right away and warmed up with the varsity team right away.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of these kids walking through as, we can see the entire Mace arena here. You'll see these kids walking through. They never take their skates off. They just go over. They're asking for a candy bar or something to drink. Maybe if they're starving, they'll get, a hot dog or a piece of pizza, but they don't want to eat too much. Otherwise, you start getting that stomach ache to go with it. So they don't have a lot of time, and those legs. This next period will be interesting to see if they're in shape or they're rubbery. Is it going to be a long period? It's already been a long night, I'm sure, for most of these kids, so it could get longer.
And a lot of teams do that throughout the state. They float their JV players up to varsity, and typically what Watertown Lakers have done in the past, they'll take their first line from JV and they'll work up to a third line or a fourth line on varsity, and so they can give some of the varsity players a break. But you know how games go, there's some times when they're needed to step it up at times, depending on how the game is going, and it ends up being a lot of hockey.
Well, and it's still a game. I mean, we're here to win, so you'll have these coaches that they're in it. If they get a chance to win the game,
Yeah.
they're gonna throw them out there and let them play. So it'll be interesting to see. I know Watertown has a lot longer bench. I was here for the JV game as well. Their bench is a lot longer than Brandon Valley's is. So they got some kids that have played and arrested, and then I'm sure there's probably about a half dozen of the varsity kids that didn't line up either.
My kid's grandpa used to tell them that, when they were playing that much hockey, he would say, well, they're just like black labs. You just let them sit in the truck for just a little while, give them a little water, and they're ready to go. So that's kind of where we're at. We're at a 5-1 game here, and we got just 9 minutes left until we go back to hockey. 5-1, Lakers over Brandon Valley. We're going to take a little break here. Jeremy Johnson's on the computer. Todd Randall's over on the camera over there. Travis Bramer's helping him out. And we're going to take just a little break. We will see you back here in about 9 minutes, maybe about 7 minutes. We'll go back live on the air. Watertown Laker Hockey YouTube will be here all year. We will be back in about 7 minutes. are back at the George Mace Ice Arena, and Watertown Laker varsity boys against Brandon Valley varsity boys, and we are in a 5-1 game here. And it's been a good game. It's been all Watertown Lakers. 22 shots on goal compared to 7. There's a bunch of other games going on tonight that we haven't mentioned. Of course, this one. And Huron is at Sioux Falls 1. Yankton's at Brookings. Oahu's at Mitchell. And I heard Mitchell was 4-4 tied up. In fact, that might even be a final. Oahu at Mitchell. Sioux Center at Aberdeen. Sioux Falls 2 is at Rushmore. If you're interested in high school youth hockey, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association is a great website. You can follow any team all year long. The other thing that we have to start thinking about here, Adam, is Subway player of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough call, actually. It's kind of one of those things there's plenty of kids that can do it. We'll have to really see what this third period is. We got Tommy Foley's got a couple goals.
Yeah, I would guess Foley's going to make a bid for that. Bramer's played a pretty nice game.
Yep.
Don't forget about Millen Evans. He had a nice game tonight, and
he's got a goal and assist. So it's going to make it a little harder than it probably would have been after the first period.
Yep. And don't forget your goaltender Cole Nygaard, who came back from a kind of a fluke goal at the beginning, has come back and kept everything else out of the net. So we have some candidates, and we're going to see how this third period goes. We're zeroed out on the clock. Our referees are standing on a red line. Teams are gathering in front of their benches.
Get a little last minute stretching in, loosen up a little bit. So,
and we're going to go with Dorset, Poncelet, Ruby for Brandon Valley. And it looks like we're going to go with that Bramer Foley Evans line for the Lakers, and that is won by the Lakers in the neutral zone. And we are underway. We had a referee that went down, stopped that puck. He's getting up slow. Looks to be all right. Those referees have to be tough as the players as this one goes. Hudson Hendricks into the neutral zone. Now Foley's out into the defensive zone for the Lakers, trying to chip it up out of there. And there's Poncelet, gives it up to a teammate, can't get it on his stick. Had a good opportunity there for Brandon Valley to get that one towards the net. And here comes Foley. He's going to get ahead of steam, going to go by most everybody and loses the puck. And Bramer picks it up neutral zone, taps it back to Van Gilder. Foley dodging a chuck there.
We got a head contact. I do believe we got a head contact. Put his elbow out. Looked like he caught Tommy in the head.
Foley turned in neutral ice, and that's going to be Keaton Ruby. So we've got a penalty, and we're going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Watertown Lakers. If I'm not mistaken, that might be the first one we have for the Lakers.
I do believe so. We had the coincidentals there. Looks like they gave a 2-minute, though. Nothing real bad, so no 10-minute is what it looks like.
Hold on, we got 5-on-5 right there. Do we have coincidentals? Is there a guy?
Nope.
Oh, okay, now we are in a Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Lakers. Going to face off offensive zone. McBride, blue line, walking it down over to Bramer. McBride's going to take a shot. Ends up in a skater Brandon Valley player walking in. Bramer,
right between the legs,
over the top, and comes back out to neutral ice where it's going to be settled down by McBride. Bramer right in front of us underneath this Reliable. Takes over the offensive zone. Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers. Back to McBride. He's going to walk it in. He's going to fire a shot.
He scored.
He's got a goal. That's McBride. Austin McBride fires it in just inside the blue line. That's a nice looking shot by McBride.
Should be an assist by Bramer on that one too from the looks of it.
15:43 and another Laker power play goal by McBride. And I'm going to put it down Bramer because I think you're right. That was an assist by Bramer. McBride took 2 strides off the blue line and fired it upper right-hand corner of the goal as we're going to Riddle's Jewelry face-off center ice is underway.
Some excitement right away off the Pelican Power Sports power play.
It's always nice to get a power play goal.
Yeah.
And here comes Espen taking it in. He's going to walk all the way around, fires the puck. In the goal is Cole Kleitz. in that third period. Brandon Valley playing a little offense here in the zone. Here comes a shot off the skate of a Laker player.
You know, that fresh ice always does a little bit of little interesting things for these players. That first minute or two coming off.
Esplin's going to find it on his stick in defensive zone. Going to circle around and back of Nygaard. Tries to get a little fancy with it. Loses the puck. Brandon Valley centering puck. Nobody around. Held in. This one's going to bounce up to Nygaard on a slow shot to the shortstop. He finds it in his goal. There's Nygaard, Cole Nygaard.
Anyone look at there, they did not take that penalty off the board. So if you see that we are on about, oh no, they did. There we go. Just a little slow to the party. That's okay.
Stomp your feet. And that scoring scorer table is right below us. They got it right as this Riddle's Jewelry face-off is won by the Lakers, but it does scoot back neutral ice. McCladis takes it all the way down to the far end. Hope I'm saying his name right. I got a feeling I'm not.
Well, I announced the Bantam and the Pee Wee. I'm sure I butchered a few with that one too. So
what do they always say? The ones that have the name that are hard to pronounce, they're used to it. They don't care.
I was that person as well. So
centering pass for Brandon Valley, picked up by the Watertown Lakers neutral zone. Up through the neutral zone is Hallgate. Can't keep it on his stick. Chasing over there is Gordon. Puck scoots all the way down. Nygaard gonna flip it right at his bench, up into the neutral zone. Carried in.
Dorneman.
By Dorneman.
Dorneman gets dumped.
His skates over on the far side, centering pass. Can't find Holgate. Holgate now gets tripped up on the far side. A little physical action going on here. Brandon Valley take it up through the neutral zone. Shot Brandon Valley. That one goes way wide. That was on Poncelet. Rasmussen over through the neutral zone. Picked up there by Pyle. Pyle going to dump it in the offensive zone. Lakers come out neutral zone. Here comes Bramer. Bramer dodges a check. Foley picks it up offensive zone from the dot. Takes a shot, and that's off the pad of Cole Kleiks. Cole's just done a pretty good job since he's been in there. He's had a couple go, but this third period, he's been pretty good. We have one Laker goal in this third period. That was McBride from Bramer.
Yeah, they definitely got through some traffic out front there. He might not even seen that one until it was too late.
Foley picks up a pass, looking a little like a. There's a pass there, and that's going to go over to Foley from Bramer. We've seen it before. I think it was Foley Bramer.
It might have been Foley, Bramer, Hendricks. Looked like a two assist.
Nonetheless, that's a hat-trick goal for Foley. He wants a Subway sandwich, doesn't he?
He does like Subway.
He loves Subway. Subway is going to do a player of the game. That's a nice little goal for Foley.
Some great passing there. Tic-tac-toe right out in front, dumped it in. So,
yeah. Riddle Jewelry, puck drop. Mole, center ice, picked up here by Gunnar Van Gilder, and he gets tripped up right in front of us. He gets up and still has the puck. And Brandon Valley comes back the other way. Hendricks, you got that one.
Yeah, pretty tough not to give the two great passes to give to Tommy right in front. So, and he piled it home.
Yep. Little pushing and shoving down there. Holene's getting into it. Offensive play here for Brandon Valley. Brandon Valley player loses a stick. Lakers are going to try to take this one out. Can't break it out. Gunnar Van Gilder can't get it on his stick. This is Cohen Mole. Takes it up through the neutral zone. He's got a nifty little goal tonight. He blows a tire in the offensive zone. Look out. That one is coming at us. I had it all the way. And that puck is an errant puck there.
Oh, nice play by Regals coming back out.
Lost the puck and ended up making a real nice play as Maul scoots it all the way back around Holeen, far corner. Tips it up to one of his teammates coming up through, trying to break out. Maul's trying to get it on his stick once again. Lakers can't break this one out. No, it dribbles out. Nobody near. That one is going to be fired in from the red line by Brandon Valley. And that one is gloved by Nygaard. He didn't have to glove it. It sure does look good when he does.
I do believe he dropped it, but they were already offsides at that point, so I believe they just blew the whistle.
That's Max Peters firing that one from the red line. Good looking shot.
Yeah.
But it is going to go side of Kleitz. Offensive face-off here for the Lakers. Taking that face-off was Dornman.
Fighting for the puck down there in the corner.
Looks like Holgate's in on that one.
Yep. Dornman, Holgate. Looks like Dornman, Holgate,
Carson
and
Hansen.
Carson Hansen in the goal.
He's a
In the
senior.
net.
He's getting a little time out here. Carson Hansen, good to see him out there. And here comes Brandon Valley, far corner, and McBride takes him down into the boards. I think the Brandon Valley player fell down. Looked like a pretty rough.
I know the bench
Oh, yeah.
doesn't like that one, but it looked like he just lost the edge.
McBride is no slouch when it comes to pushing guys around.
No, he's a strong player for sure.
Brandon Valley holding it in the zone here. And now it does come out to neutral zone right in front of that fan base over there. There's a pretty good shot.
Dornman got dumped.
Dornman took the
Holgate got
most of that
dumped.
brunt.
Get a little physical here in the third period.
Yeah, you do when you're down 7-1. You know, you start pushing, get a little frustrated, and this one is held in over here. And that was Tripp trying to lay the lumber there on Jet Van Gilder. The other Van Gilder's out here now.
A lot of speed on the Van Gilders, evidently.
Yep. And Bramer, Evans, and Foley are back in, and Bramer's coming up through the neutral zone all by himself. We're 3-on-4. Bramer doing a little nifty stick work. He gets it taken away, finds it on the far corner. Bramer over to Foley. Foley's going to look for 4 goals. Look to the assist there to Max Evans. Can't get it on his stick. Max Evans? No, it's Millen.
Millen.
All those Evanses, they look the same when they skate. Been watching them for about 20 years.
Well, we do have Evans refereeing tonight as well, so.
This puck goes out into the neutral zone for the Watertown Lakers. Jet Van Gilder plays defense just like his brother. Foley's going to help him out up through the neutral zone. Foley back on the blue line, taking in his zone, going to fire it away.
Oh,
He's got 4 goals. He scores up in the left corner. That's Thomas Foley with 9:07. Well, I don't know. That's Subway sandwich.
He's feeling it. He's wants
He
the foot
is
long.
feeling it. Thomas Foley in 9:07 gets his 4th goal of the game, and we have an 8-1 game.
I do believe that Bramer will get an assist on that one as well. We'll see when they announce it.
We've seen that a few times.
Yeah. That's nice give and go there.
That first line of the Watertown Lakers is a fun one to watch.
Well, they gave Millen Evans on as well.
Evans got that one too. And we are on run time. Anytime you get up over 6, it goes on run time. And here comes Esplin. Behind Brandon Valley goal. He's going to circle all the way around. He plays defense, but he's always pushing the puck up. Yeah, contact here in the far corner. Handling the puck is not. He's
Just
looking
skating in a little bit.
Looking in, and puck dribbles by and fires a shot there. That's Colin Mull, and there's another one by Holeen.
Nice save there.
Holeen getting in on the action. He was tied up, somehow got a shot on goal, and that was gloved by Kleitz. Offensive faceoff coming up here for the Watertown Lakers.
7:43 left in the third period here.
That Riddle's Jewelry puck drop was controlled initially by Brandon Valley and goes all the way back down. Gunnar Van Gilder going to circle around Nygaard. Gets it taken off his stick in the corner as Colin Mull. He's going to try the same thing, going to go back the other way. Going to look up the ice, gets tangled up there in the neutral ice. Brandon Valley's going to slap it off the ice and goes down the other way. Esplin's going to pick it up. Esplin picks it up through there, and I bet we're going to get an icing call.
I believe they waved it off. They were changing the player out there.
So we have Brandon Valley breaking out, held in here by
Jack Elsher.
Elsher going to take it all the way down, looking inside. He's on his backhand, going to reverse to a forehand. Now he's back to his backhand.
Just trying to kill some time here.
Yep. Sawyer Knopf. In the far corner, going to fire it just a little bit wide, and here's Holeen holding it in, playing a little defense there, and Colin Mull. Right in front of the Brandon Valley bench, gets a little nudge. Holeen's going to try to get it to the net. He can't quite do it. This one comes out to neutral zone. McBride. Doing a little stick handling, get a little fancy there. I don't know what he's doing there, a little fancy footwork.
Well, he plays defense most time. He probably thinks he's offense now.
If anybody can do it, it's McBride. He's got a heck of a shot from just outside the circle there. It goes up and over the top of the goal. And this is Quentin Jorgensen. Brandon Valley's going to try to break it up through the neutral zone. That's Roberts. Eric Roberts going to put a shot on. Awful blocker of Nygaard. He hasn't seen a shot in a while. That's Roberts in the far corner. And there's a scrum back there involved over there for the Lakers.
Diving catch on that one from the goalie.
Diving catch.
Yes. He does play baseball in the summer. Plays catcher, so maybe he thought he was back behind the diamonds there.
8 shots on goal for Brandon Valley. And Nygaard, Cole Nygaard looks like he's having a little fun. He did knock the net off the moorings. Why not have a little fun in an 8-1 game? It's been Watertown Lakers this whole game. Brandon Valley is going to go to 0-2 here. Lost to Sioux Falls 2 last night. And
Jake Rowe with a shot there.
if it all stands, that's the way that one is going to go, and the Lakers will get their first win in league play as this puck stays in the neutral zone, now comes out to neutral ice and all the way back down. Chasing is Hudson Hendricks. Hudson has a sister that plays on the girls' team.
Good player.
It's a little hockey family. They're fun to watch. Coming up through is Jet Van Gilbert from his defense position. Finds Evans in the near corner. He put the brakes on all the way back out to Van Gilbert. He's going to try to take a shot. Took a shot right at the skates of a defender there. That was Poncelet.
Yeah. Took one right off the shin.
And this one's going to circle around, and Evans is going to find it just inside the bench. Foley over to Evans. Evans, nobody in front. Going to try to get it up front. Couldn't quite do it. Evans was looking for Carson Hansen, planted in front, didn't have a good angle to get it over to him. He wears number 31. It's Carson Hansen, he's a senior. That first line is in for the Watertown Lakers. Foley takes it over to Evans. They kind of looked at each other. They were going to do that right from the start. Evans just fires it in, gets a lot of traffic, doesn't get quite to the net. Neutral zone play here.
Poncelet on the breakout.
Poncelet got to take a nice shot. He's got a good-looking shot. No, Nygaard doesn't know where it is.
It's underneath him. He had no idea, though.
All he knows is that it's not in the net. He turned around and checked the net. He thought it went through and it was in his pad somewhere.
Yeah, luckily he threw his glove back behind there just to make sure.
Good-looking shot by Poncelet. Caleb Poncelet fired that one just at the dot.
Yeah, his team definitely came to his assist on that one. Make sure it didn't go in, so.
Now the neutral zone Evans. Evans going to be 2-on-1 with Bramer. Going to look over, and there's the Bramer. Bramer can't quite get it on his stick. A pretty nice pass. Evans back over to Foley. These guys always seem to know where each other are. Bramer, Foley, Evans, and Bramer's going to put it on goal.
Quick shot there by
Kleitz
Bramer.
has that one somewhere in his pads.
No, Kleitz has played well since he came in. I mean, he got a lot of shots on him quickly.
Yeah.
You know, gave up a couple, but I mean, really some good passing to get past him. So, you know, it's nice to see. He's come in, tough situation, played pretty well.
Toughest position in hockey is that goalie. Face off by Riddle's Jewelry. Goes to neutral zone. This is Pyle. Evans. Evans going to race to the puck. That one, that's Eric Roberts trying to give him a little nudge there right in front of the goal. And here comes Bramer. Bramer leaves it for Foley. Foley and Evans. Evans going to hustle down and try to get a pass. Got it on his skate, couldn't quite get his stick on it. Nice looking pass. Bramer can't find it in front of the net on a rebound. And McBride far corner. He's going to looking over to Foley. Foley takes a shot a little bit wide. That would have been his 5th goal tonight. He's already got 4. And here comes McBride with a bullet right off the helmet. And McBride fires one more. 2 shots off the helmet. 33 shots for the Watertown Lakers are starting to put it on them. 2 minutes left in this one. And McBride comes up through the neutral zone. Going to try to split defenders and does. Backhand over towards the net. Evans can't get there. Evans far corner. Evans skating in, looking in. Gets that one taken off his stick. Brandon Valley's going to take it up. This is Lyndon Pyle. Pyle's going to shoot it all the way down. A bouncing puck to Nygaard.
Yeah, Brandon Valley's gassed out there. They got to get changed.
Brandon Valley's tired. And here come the Lakers. This is Mull. Mull has a goal already tonight, looking for another one. Guys kind of scoots it towards the pads of Kleitz, and it gets rebounded back out far corner. Watertown Lakers. And this is held in by the Lakers in the offensive zone. Here's Mull with a backhanded pass
to Knopf. Knopf got puck down there.
Knopf can't get it on his stick, near corner. And this one is going to come back out. Taking it in is Hudson Hendricks from the defensive position, flips it at the goalie, and this one's going to go off the boards far side. Holeen holds it in. Flips it over there. Knopf tries to redirect, and it's gloved by Kleitz. The running clock, 58 seconds left. We're probably going to get one more Riddles Jewelry puck drop here. That running clock, the game goes in a hurry. Anytime you're up by 6 or more, it turns into a running clock. And that's what we have here. 42 seconds left after that Riddles Jewelry puck drop, controlled here by Brandon Valley, neutral zone. Poncelet can't keep it on his stick. Lakers zipping around, back of Nygaard. Look out, that thing's bouncing around in back of the net. Stolen down there by Poncelet. Poncelet gonna look out front. Can't get a player now. 2-on-2 through the neutral zone is the Lakers, and Mull
15 seconds
looking
left.
in front, looking for a backhand. 12 seconds left. Little push into the boards there by Poncelet on Mull. 6 seconds left, and this is probably going to do it as they try to fire it out. It's held in by the Lakers, and this puck is just loose, and that's going to do it. As Roberts picks that one up for Brandon Valley. And the Watertown Lakers with a pretty nice win here at 8-1. 35 shots. They put on 2 different goalies for Brandon Valley. 9 shots for Brandon Valley. Cole Nygaard kept them all out except for a dribbling puck at the beginning of the game, but he kept every other one out of the net. 8-1, the Watertown Lakers go 1-0 in league play, and Brandon Valley falls to 0-2 as they lost also to Sioux Falls 2 last night.
Yeah, you could definitely tell they were gassed here in that third period. You could see it as they're skating off. That short bench is always tough anyway.
Yep.
Definitely harder to, and they played last night, so that doesn't make
And
that
they
any
played
better.
last night, that's right. League play starts. There was 6 games on tap tonight for boys varsity, and there's going to be, I don't know if they play tomorrow, I don't have that scheduled, but you go to SDHA, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, and you'll see every game all the way down to the peewees, the squirts, all the way up, and you can watch girls hockey. You can see all the scores, all the highlights. You can see the leading scores. You can see all the percentages for goalies, etc., any stat that you want. Subway, player of the game. What do you think? Is it a tough choice as you look at the scoring thing here? You see one guy's name.
You know, it probably was up until that third period there. Tommy Foley is going to get the player of the game on that one. He definitely put it on there today, 4 goals. He was involved in a lot of plays. Got to give credit to his lines mates as well. I mean, they were in on those too. Millen Evans got a goal and assist. It's a team. In the power play coming up that quick one, that one is tough to swallow.
Yeah, and then he came back in the second period at 2:43 and got another little dagger at the end of the period. Then, of course, came out strong. McBride had one in the third period, and Foley had 2, which made up his 4-goal night, which in this league, that's impressive.
It is.
It's impressive.
Really, 2 goals is a pretty good night for almost everybody. So
Yeah.
a 4-goal night is it happens. But it's definitely you gotta put your work in to get there. So and Tommy didn't stop all night.
And he's the youngest of a large hockey family here in Watertown.
Yes,
and,
he is.
Maybe he had just a lot of time to watch.
I'm sure he's watched a lot of hockey.
I think he might have been born in a hockey rink.
He might have been. They're close to it. Probably on the way.
I remember him running up and down the bleachers over there, and he was going back and forth to the concession stand, and he already knew his way around the George Mace Ice Arena.
I'm sure he's been there a few times, to say the least. So,
I actually remember he was quite young, and had all his brothers and sisters playing, and of course that Foley family, we've always appreciated them for what they've done to the George Mace and Watertown Laker hockey, some of the founders for Watertown Laker hockey. And he comes up big tonight with 4 goals in their first game league game of the year. So the Watertown Lakers off to a good start. Anytime you can get a win in this league, we like to say in this league, there's no real place to hide. There's a lot of good hockey players, a lot of good hockey coaches, a lot of good hockey teams.
I think any coach will tell you whether it's a good win, ugly win, or whatever. As long as it's the W that comes in that column, they're good with it. So.
Yeah, and we're going to wait just a little bit here. The coach's comments are brought to us by Deutsches Excavating, and I thought Devin was maybe going to come up, and I know how that gets with a coach. Maybe he's celebrating or giving some instruction to the players, but we do have a post-game show. Pivotal Printing, Pivotal Health Solutions is Pivotal Printing is part of Pivotal Health Solutions, who's been a major sponsor of all of our broadcasts, and of course it's Pivotal Health Solutions Night here at the George Mace Ice Arena.
And we thank all our sponsors. I mean, we really couldn't do this without the city of Watertown and all the sponsors that are in this community have supported the Mace and the Watertown Hockey Association for years.
And I look at our segment sponsors here that we've been mentioning all night: the Real Jewelry, the Evolution Power Sports, Deutsche Excavating, Pelican Power Sports, Sharp Automotive, Health Source Chiropractic, and of course Subway. When we started broadcasting many years ago already, this list was about the same. So those sponsors just continue to ante up and have our sponsors for this broadcast. They continue to support this, so we appreciate them up here in the Reliabank booth.
Jim, I'm going to hand my headset over to Devin McMullen, head coach for the Watertown Hockey Association. We'll have his coach's comments coming.
Coach's comments coming to you from Deutsche Excavating and post-game show from Pivotal Printing. Devin, nice job on this first one, huh?
Yeah, it was a good game right from start to finish. It was good to see.
Head coach Devin McMullen. We talked a little bit about league play. You get this first one under your belt in league play, but there's really no gimmies in this league.
No, that's the one thing I think this year moving forward, we're going to see some teams that last year we maybe thought were lower end teams, and I think this year those bottom four teams are going to be just as hard as anyone in the league this year. So
yeah. So this first league game, are you happy with where your team is at right now? Of course, when you get a win, you're always happy. But are you happy with where we're at? Are you where you're supposed to be?
Obviously, after a win like that, yeah, we're pretty happy with that. We played them about a month ago, and we won 4-3, so coming away with that 8-1, it was pretty good to see. I thought we played with a lot of speed, and that was really nice to see. Guys are starting to buy into our systems pretty quick here.
Talk a little bit about some of those guys. You've been around these guys a long time. Of course, you've been practicing for about a month or a month and a half. Are some of the leaders starting to emerge for you?
Yeah, you can definitely see who our kind of our go-to guys are. They really showed tonight, and this is my second year with this group, and we knew we had some pretty high-end talent, and I think they really showed that tonight. And then just from right from puck drop, we had a little bit of a miscommunication, but after that we had the leadership to be like, hey, that's just a bad bounce, and we're going to go right back at them.
Yeah, we talked about that one happened. Cole Nygaard in the goal there, miscommunication went between his legs, and it ended up being a goal. But as a goaltender, you got to have those guys that say, hey, that's all right.
Yeah, and we joked with him after the game. I said, Cole told me before the game he was going to let the first one in. He didn't want his first game to be a shutout. It would be too easy that way, right? So,
yeah. So these kids, they've played how many games? How many games have you guys played already?
We've actually played quite a few JV games. We've had about 6 JV games, but our varsity only had 3 maybe before this, or 2. Okay. So we really didn't know what exactly we had on the ice because we never had a full lineup. Someone would be missing for a game or something like that in the preseason. So with football and whatnot. Yep. So it was really nice to see just the guys come together and like I said, buy into the system.
Yeah, and it's a team game, and you've got a team of coaches assembled, and I think they're the same ones that you had last year. Is that correct?
Yep. So we got Ryan and Joe back, and yeah, it's kind of nice to just see the progress we've made, the connections we've made with these kids. The first year, you're meeting these guys, they don't really know you yet, and now we're in year 2, and they're a lot more comfortable with us. They can ask us questions, and we have a good group of coaches that we're in it to help these kids just get better and better.
Yeah, and you can see the progression, and you can see the confidence, I think, in your coaches as they get more and more games under their belt.
Yeah, for sure. They're like I said, they're just learning themselves too. We're all pretty new at this. You know, me and Joe were our first years, and I think Ryan was his third year into it. So pretty new coaches, and you know, we're getting confidence as the games go on too.
And you don't do this just during the season. A lot of people think, oh, hey, it's hockey season, right? Now Devin gets to start coaching. This is a year-round gig.
Yeah. We start. You know, we give him a little bit of time off in March. That's when we ended last year, and we gave him a couple months off, and then we got back into it in the workout room. We started working out in June, and you know, we're starting to see some of that hard work in the off season really pay off for us here.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that first league win. You'll take every one of them that you can get.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You got to just play as hard as you can, right?
Yeah. And what's up next?
We got Sioux Falls on Friday, and that's gonna be a really tough test. That's gonna really kind of see what kind of team we do have. They're gonna be a top end team this year, and then we have Yankton on Saturday, and I think Yankton is gonna be a very dark horse, if you want to say it, our league. Like, I think there's going to be a lot of teams that might take them for granted, and we're just going to tell our guys, like, they're going to be a lot better this year, and I look forward to seeing what they got.
Yeah, well, good. Coach, thank you for coming up in this post-game show, and we look forward to seeing you all year. Good win tonight. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. That's Coach Devin McMullen. He's the head varsity coach, second-year coach for the Watertown Lakers, and we're lucky to have him. He's a good wealth of knowledge, a great hockey head, I call it, and has done really nice things with these kids.
Yeah, he brings a wealth of, you know, he's not a long-term coach. He's been here, this is his second year, so he's relatively new. Been playing hockey his whole life. Came to us from the Great White North.
Canada.
Yeah, Canada, yeah. And chiropractor in town. Kids really enjoy him. He's hard-nosed, but he makes those kids work, and that really, if you're not at Sioux Falls where you don't have the massive numbers, you need to outwork the other team, and I believe that we will do that.
Right. And I think, you know, as you look at an association, and you know who's going to be the head coach, who's the guy, you know, the head varsity coach. It's kind of the upper ranks of all the association is your varsity head coach, and I think one thing that Devin really brings is leading by example. He's a good role model for kids. A good community person, and like I said, we're lucky to have him.
We definitely are, and I know that I believe probably all the associations are the same, but your head hockey varsity coach is the one that sets the expectations for your organization. I do believe that he does that as well.
Yeah. Well,
and the coaches are all bought in as well.
Yeah, he's got the coaches. Yeah, he's got a good system, and we hope they can keep it going. They are 1-0. The Watertown Lakers boys varsity 1-0 in league play as they win 8-1 tonight over Brandon Valley. And the next game they play Friday and Saturday with Sioux Falls and Yankton, and we'll keep this to see if they can keep this on. A nice win for the Watertown Lakers tonight. They'll take it when they can get it, as there's nowhere to hide in this league. And you know, we're going to thank some people that are making this happen. Todd Randall, Jeremy Johnson makes this whole computer system go. I thank you, Adam, on my right-hand side. A lot of work goes into this, but boy, it's a lot of fun when you get up here, and it's so much more fun when you win.
It is definitely a lot more fun when you win. Obviously, it's a little easier. You know, if it's the other way, 1-8, it's a little bit harder to call that goal. But 8-1 is definitely a good way to start it out. And thank you, Jim Lloyd, for everything you do to come out and let the people know what's going on. Please come out to the Mace if you're in town. You want to see some hockey. I know there's hockey tomorrow day. Excuse me. I do believe girls varsity plays tomorrow afternoon. So. That's exciting too. Come on out and you watch some hockey in person.
Watertown Laker YouTube. We're going to broadcast all over the world all year long.
All over the world.
All over the world.
So we're sorry to the rest of the world that they have to listen to us, but that is okay. So
from the George Mace Ice Arena, a Laker win 8-1 tonight over Brandon Valley. We say good night from the Mace, and until our next broadcast,